everybody, it's your Sam and I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to do another part of my What Anime Taught Me About Writing series. And today we're going to go over Overarching series. In a lot of anime, as you watch the episodes, you realize that you need to watch them in order. Because if you don't, then you miss a certain piece of a character's growth, or you miss something being revealed about the villain that is played on in the next episode, or there is just something in that episode that you missed that's going to be discussed, or is going to help reveal even more in the next episode. Like I said, a lot of anime series are like that. Granted, a lot of TV shows are like that too, but here in the United States, when I grew up with cartoons like Wile E. Coyote and Bugs Bunny. Each of those episodes you could kind of watch on its own, and it makes a story in and of itself. You take any of those episodes and watch them in any order, and there's really no order that you have to have in order to watch those cartoons. Some of the TV shows, on the other hand, yes, you need to kind of follow some form of flow. But even then, if you miss one or two episodes, you don't really get lost. There might be some confusion. Like, I remember watching Little House on the Prairie a lot as a kid, and while there were like part ones and part twos of certain episodes or storylines, you could still kind of skip around and not really get lost. Granted, there's some big scenes like a death of a character, or a character moving away, or a character getting married, or something like that you would miss some of the build up to. But for the most part, again, you can kind of watch them out of order. Because a lot of the times, they showed up out of order on your TV. Anime, on the other hand, you pretty much need to watch in order. There are some, like one of my favorites now, Apothecary Diaries. I'm finding that you can skip around a little bit if you want to, because the build-up is about the same. Other animes, on the other hand, you really do need to watch in order, and you need to watch that arc of character development and the arc of the plot coming into fruition up into the climax, and then winding down a little bit. And that is how we write most of our books. We have point A, and the characters have to move to point B all the way up into the climax, or the big bad, so to speak, and then it winds down into their new form of life after they have conquered the problem that they were presented with. Most anime follows that. Animes like Naruto, for instance. I'm going to speak a lot of Naruto, like I said, because it's one of my favorites, and it's one of the longest running animes that I've watched. Naruto has a lot of episodes, and there are a lot of sidetracks, because you have the specialized arc series, and then you have the OVAs that kind of go a little off of the beaten path, but it always circles back to the main point. Naruto becoming Hokage, Naruto finding friends, Naruto becoming himself more and more and more. Naruto, for one, taught me that yes, you can go off the beaten path, follow plan C for a little bit, but you always got to circle back to your main point. You've always got to circle back to your main character growing and overcoming the main problem in the story. Number 2, anime taught me about overarching series. You can be long-winded as long as each episode or each chapter is interesting. It grasps the reader or viewer, and it makes a point to grow that character, to present another problem for that character, to have that character beat the problem that they thought was the big problem, but then they uncover something even more sinister or bigger than what they thought that they were fighting originally. Just keep it interesting, and you can make the story long, and you can build this world out to epic proportions and build these characters out to epic heroes, and you will have followers and readers that love them and will follow you 200,000 words into the book or 300 episodes into the anime. Number 3, what anime taught me about overarching series is that you can toss any number of things at your character and it will help them towards their goal somehow, some way, or at least you got to make it do that. Either they get stronger, like some kind of training sequence that you put in there, or they get stronger because they have to go off and do this other little quest because this villain is rampaging in another village and it needs to be taken care of or somebody's going to get hurt. And it makes them stronger to come back to focus on the main villain. They have learned more battle experience or something to that nature. Number 4, in overarching series, have your main character grow. Have them learn. Have them change. They cannot be static, because if they are static, that is going to make a very, very boring story. And I don't know of anybody who would want to really watch that or read a lot of that. Even if it is the bad guys returning and they have grown, they have gotten stronger, they have changed in some way, or they have learned something new about the hero, it's something different. It's something that shows growth. It's something that shows something that can be relatable to your reader. Number 5, your wild ideas. If you truly believe that they're going to grow your character and be part of the strength that your character needs in order to overcome their problem, they can fit into your story. Yeah, the wildest ideas. So you might can challenge yourself to do that, because why not? It's your story. And somebody out there is going to absolutely love that wild idea that you threw in there, just to make your character a little bit stronger, just to make your character realize something. Otherwise, I wouldn't have loved Naruto and its wild forays into plot point B and plot point C and then plot point Z, and finally coming back to the main focus. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out the playlist of the other videos that are part of What Anime Taught Me About Writing blank, linked down below, and also Jenna's channel too. There have been a couple of other author tubers that have done videos with this hashtag. Make sure to check them out and show them some love too. Be kind to one another out there. Be kind to yourself. Keep writing, keep being creative, and I will see you next time.